in continuation of our previous lesson, which was on pre-colonial administration in Nigeria, let's quickly have a recap of what we learned in the last lesson. We learned about the Hausa Fulani pre-colonial administration. And I made you to understand the Hausa Fulani practiced monarchical and theocratic system. Now, theocratic in the sense that the political heads were also their religious head, and they were seen as semi-god who could not be questioned. All right, today we shall be looking at pre-colonial administration in Yoruba and Igbo nations. Pre-colonial administration in Yoruba and Igbo nations. Now let's quickly look at the lesson objective we have set out to achieve today. The first one is to give brief description of the nature of pre-colonial administration in Yoruba and Igbo land. Also, we have to identify and explain the features of their administrative system. And lastly, we have to compare the two administrative systems with that of Hausa Fulani society. All right, let's start with the Yoruba system now. Now, the Yoruba, like the Hausa traditional system, practice monarchical system, a centralized government. At the center of the administration is the king. Let's take the old Oyo Empire as a case study. We can see from here, the king is at the center of the administration. But one thing that is unique about the Yoruba system is that the Yoruba system is democratic. Democratic in the sense that the king could be questioned, could be called to order. Let's look at the administrative system. At the center of administration, we have the Alaafin of Oyo. Alaafin of Oyo. Alaafin of Oyo is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, the commander of the government. And after Alaafin of Oyo, we have the Council of Obas, the Council of Kingmakers. We call them Oyomesi. Oyomesi is headed by Bashoru, and the Council of Shipmakers comprises of 7 different shipmakers. Also, after Oyomesi, we have the secret court. The secret court. After the secret court, we have the Bales, Ajele. Now these Bales are in charge of small villages. They are in charge of the small villages. And the last one, we have the army. The army are referred to as Esho in Yoruba language. Esho. So all they do is that in case of war, in case any other society wants to invade the Yoruba land, these people are the one who will always go out to fight the war on behalf of the society. And that unit is headed by Are Ona Kakanfo. And in Yoruba tradition, the Are Ona Kakanfo is meant not to lose any war. In case he loses a war, he is to commit suicide. He is not expected to come back to the society. All right. Now let's back to the democratic system of the Yoruba society. Like I told you the other time, the Alaafin is not a dictator. His authority is subject to ratification by the Oyomesi and Ogboni. So if the Kabiyesi, the Alaafin, becomes too powerful, it can be removed from office. And how can it be removed from office? It can be told to open the calabash. So once he opens the calabash, it will commit suicide, it will die. Or it can be sent on exile. So the Alaafin is not too powerful. It's subject to the other organs of government in the old Oyo Empire. All right, let's continue. The Yoruba system was described as an agrarian society. Agrarian society in the sense that they depend on agriculture. So they make their money through taxes on agricultural products and also on tributes. Small villages, we have to be paying tributes to the king of major cities, of major towns. And lastly, the Yorubas, they made their revenues through the sales of slaves. They made their revenue through the sales of slaves. Let's quickly look at the traditional system in Igbo land. In Igbo land. The Igbo traditional system was described as a stateless society. Other people call it acephalous because the system was not centralized. It was not a centralized system. It was decentralized. It was called an egalitarian society. Now we can see that in the Igbo system, they have the family head comes first before the village head. Now this is the village assembly where the family heads meet to ratify decision that has to do with the society. Their government was indeed in different segments, ranging from family heads to small village administration. Leadership was not hereditary in the Igbo traditional system. So let's look at the administrative structure. The head of the council in Igbo traditional system is called the Opara and is the eldest in the community. Is the eldest and of all title holders. Under that, we have the age grade. The age grade, we have the youth, they take care of the security, maintenance of peace and all other. They take care of making sure that the environment is kept clean. We have Ozo title holders, and we have the religious court. So this is the breakdown of the traditional system in Igbo land. And with this, I believe that we have had enough insight into what we shall be learning in our Google Classroom. Thank you.